I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you always need to bring your best in terms of dress wear.
Ooh, Ed, I got the really good stuff on today. I spent a lot of money in the stores, probably more than I should have. But you know what? Let's focus on the game.
The credit card bill is on its way. So is the start of this one. The Sacramento Kings control the tip. To Hield. Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield to Harrison Barnes. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins one.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
To Barnes. Five on the shot clock. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lakers ball. LeBron James, defended by Holmes. Surveys the floor. It's James. Not easy.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Joseph with it. They're down 3. To Harrison Barnes. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron with it up top. He'll run the offense. Lobs it up. The pass stolen by Sacramento. To Barnes. Beyond the arc for 3. Harrison Barnes missed his first. That one goes.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
LeBron guarded by Rashawn Holmes. McGee powers it through.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
To Harrison Barnes. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
LBJ has it. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. To Barnes. Gets a look. Can't hit. Caldwell Pope to James. Here comes the screen. LeBron James, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Joseph with it. Looking to make something happen. Buddy Hield to Harrison Barnes. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Los Angeles has the basketball. Danny Green to James. Sizing up the defense. Screen coming. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. James, he made his first effort, but not that time. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
James into the front court. They trail by 2. Rashawn Holmes rejects it. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
LeBron James, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. First free throw is good. And he makes them both. To Barnes. To Hield. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Davis, the pass, taken away by the Kings.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Barnes. To Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Buddy Hield. Fires the 3. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nothing going here on that drive. James to Danny Green. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. LeBron James wants it. And it's Hield with the rebound. And the basket good at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
LBJ. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Throws it down.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to cement his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Davis to Howard. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Feels just like yesterday that Dwight spent one very contentious season with the Lakers back in the 12-13 season. He was thought to be the missing piece that would put them over the top, but they fell to Dallas in 4 in the first round of the playoffs, and then he was sent packing to Houston that offseason.
Barnes. The pass taken away by the Lakers. James to Davis. Rocking the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Hield matched up with Howard. It was right there. Davis. That's out. Last touch by Harrison Barnes. Changes coming from both sides right now. LeBron James, 4 out of 7. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
It's James controlling the offense. To Bradley. Here comes the screen. Bradley. To Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Bagley. Buddy Hield. Dwight Howard sends it away. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Bagley. And he hits. LeBron into the front court. Leads 4. Short jumper won't fall. It's good.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's James controlling the offense. Here comes the screen. The drive. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
James to Howard. Short jumper misses. Joseph with it. Down just a couple. To Bagley. It's no good. Great defense.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It remains Sacramento basketball. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. On the shot clock for Sacramento. Lakers at the controls right now. Here's LeBron for 2. Can't connect.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was his shot.
Here comes the screen. Five to shoot. To Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The first quarter's complete, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. LBJ with it. JaVale McGee to Bradley. Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down to Caldwell Pope. From long range. Off the mark. Count the basket inside.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Has a look. Can't connect. LeBron into the front court. Down 2. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Across the timeline comes James. Down 4. Bradley to James. No good. It's the Kings now with the ball. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Count it.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Bagley. Gets a look. Can't hit. Backcourt violation is called.
Here we go.
To Bagley. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
LeBron James with the rock. Screen coming. Quinn Cook up against Holmes. To James. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
LeBron with it up top. Down 8. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Short jumper won't go down. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Bagley. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
To James. JaVale McGee to Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Rashawn Holmes sends it away.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hey, lock up.
To Bagley. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Has a chance just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
James. Trying to cash in. LeBron shot off the mark. To Bagley. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Has a look. He's looking for that touch.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter, but the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Joseph with it. Leads 5. To Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes powers it through.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Time to shuffle things up. James. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. And he hits.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LBJ has it. Quinn Cook here against Holmes. James. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here comes the screen. To Barnes. Harrison Barnes. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
James to Davis. Gets to the basket and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Joseph with it. It's a 9-point lead. To Harrison Barnes. Healed, defended by Quinn Cook. To Barnes. Can't connect.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To Danny Green. James. Driving right to the basket. Davis on the drive, but a shot won't go down. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Anthony Davis at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Kings have the basketball. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. To Davis. Not that time. Joseph with it. His team on top by 8. To Harrison Barnes. Throws it down.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
To Davis. Screen coming. Davis. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Here's Davis. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
James into the front court. Down 12. Davis. Two-part jumper stays out. Joseph with it. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Barnes. Screen coming. Corey Joseph, guarded by Howard. To Hield. Doesn't get the bounce.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Kings with the ball. Time for some new personnel into the game. To Davis.
Double team.
Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Here comes the screen. That misses with a second to go. Time expires on the quarter. It's the Kings with the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Kings put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. The Lakers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Los Angeles Lakers had enough difficulty dealing with the opposing starters, let alone their bench players. They really need to adjust for the depth of this opposing team and figure out how to slow them down.
Player of the half.
Harrison Barnes was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
LeBron into the front court. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Buddy Hield. Here's James. Not that time.
Defense, let's go.
Barnes. Off the assist.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
James to Davis, down low. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
The screen sets him up for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
James to Davis. Kings come up with it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Couple of cracks at the line now.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Buddy Hield. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. LeBron into the front court. The deficit now up to a dozen. Here comes the screen. Lays it up and in.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Joseph with it. He'll run the offense. To Hield. Los Angeles, they have it. It's blocked.
You see, that's why you never give up on the play, Ed. You always stay in the game.
Reminiscent of LeBron on Iguodala. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Danny Green to James. The pass taken away by the Kings.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Buddy Hield to Harrison Barnes. Scores from the post.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Davis. Danny Green. Rashawn Holmes snatching it out of the air. Caldwell Pope. To Davis. Big finish at the rim.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Joseph with it. Up a dozen. And scores. Strong take.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Across the timeline comes James. Looking to make something happen. Screen coming. LeBron guarded by Rashawn Holmes. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
It's Sacramento ball. To Barnes. It goes down.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
James to Davis. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
To Harrison Barnes. Buddy Hield to Barnes. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
LBJ. To Davis. James. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Joseph with it. His guys leading by 14. Barnes. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Off the assist.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
LeBron with it up top. His guys down big. Goes to the left side. Caldwell Pope. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. Barnes to Hield. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buddy Hield. Barnes score from the Bahamas.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
It's James controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock winding down. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
The drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. To Davis. To James. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
With a drop step. Here comes the screen. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. James into the front court. Down a bundle. From the painted area, won't go down. To Barnes. Here comes the screen. Barnes. That's good D. Shot no good. James to Davis. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Rashawn Holmes able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
To Harrison Barnes. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Barnes. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
James. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Bradley. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. Bradley, second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Bagley. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Lakers ball. To Bradley. Cleans it up. Won't go down. To Barnes. To Bagley. Able to convert inside.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball. You there? Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
To Howard. Almost. Unlucky bounce. To Bagley.
Come on, you're right. Come on, you're right.
Has a chance. The shot almost. To Kyle Kuzma. Gets a look. Can't hit. The follow won't go either.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Bagley. Kyle Kuzma. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Driving right to the basket. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Los Angeles has the basketball. To Kyle Kuzma. Knocked loose. Kuzma. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Dwight Howard at the line for a chance at a three-point play. 56% for his career. Off the mark at the line. Sacramento ball. To Hield. Count the basket.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Anthony Davis lets it go. Cleaning the offensive glass. Superman, Dwight Howard. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%. Long key from three-quarters court, three-quarters down. The Kings dominating so far. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And, Jay, I'm as shocked as you are. Neither of us expected this.
Ed, I'm sitting here shaking my head because I am baffled. I thought maybe they could have given them a game. But I don't think anyone saw them with a double-digit lead to start the fourth quarter.
Hey, box out.
Short jumper won't fall. Lakers at the controls right now. To Davis. Probing the defense. Anthony Davis lets it fly. Anthony Davis, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%, some yes, some no, in this contest. First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. It's the Kings now with the ball. To Hield. JaVale McGee swats it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Davis to Caldwell Pope. To Davis. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. To Davis. Lets it fly from long range. Oh, Anthony Davis still guarded well there. Finds a way to hit the trifecta.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Buddy Hield. Trying to cash in. And the rebound taken down by the Lakers. Davis. To Caldwell Pope. Down low for Davis. Working it outside to Kyle Kuzma. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Here's Davis. And the Kings secure the rebound. Joseph with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. To Hield. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. JaVale McGee with the block. The shot clock expires. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. James to Danny Green. They'll get it down to Davis. And count the basket.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Kings have the basketball. Take stock of the floor. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Hield. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Hield.
Great.
The pass set it all up.
Old school equals high percentage.
Los Angeles, they have it. James to Davis. Stuffs it down with authority.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
To Hield for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
James to Davis. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Hield. He gets it.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James to Davis. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Anthony Davis trying to cash in on the three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Oh, he can't connect. To Harrison Barnes. To Hield. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
LeBron into the front court. Down a bundle. They go down to Davis. To Caldwell Pope. And the nice finish at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Kings with the ball. To Hield. Anthony Davis with a piece.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Buddy Hield. can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
It's LeBron. That's no good. And it's Davis for the rebound. To Caldwell Pope. Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's Sacramento ball. Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. And the rebound gathered in by Davis. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Out of bounds. Last touch by Corey Joseph. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. LeBron into the front court. 14-point deficit to Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from the lane won't go. To Hield. Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. Nice pass to set things up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lakers ball. To Davis. Cleans it up. And a putback slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Barnes. Here comes the screen. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Can't miss those. Across the timeline comes James. Trailing by 14. Oh, emphatic slam.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
LeBron with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
And the rebound taken in by Hield.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Barnes driving, but a shot won't fall. Los Angeles has the basketball to Danny Green. James. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. 4-3. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Barnes. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. James to Davis. To James.
Come on, you gotta work around the screen. You're killing me. Oh, yeah, we switching. Stop.
The screen sets him up for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Sacramento ball. Buddy Hield. Down to 5 on the 24. That's a 24-second violation. It's the Kings who get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Kings edged out a close victory in today's game. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Sacramento Kings. The Lakers just couldn't close this one out. The way they shot the ball was outstanding. But even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Richaun Holmes gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.
The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Davis to Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. That's the start they were looking for, just as the fans were getting seated.
And I love that aggression. Stylistically, you have to come out and dictate the tempo of the ball game. Don't ease your way into it. Keep your foot on the gas.
Joseph with it. Down 3. To Hield. Looking for his man. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
James into the front court. Leads 1. Harrison Barnes powers it through.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
LeBron into the front court. A minute gone by here in the opening quarter. To Davis. Here comes the screen. Davis, the pass taken away by the Kings.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know, just like I know, you're not getting back on deep.
His first effort off the mark. Slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Lakers at the controls right now. James to Davis. Here comes the screen. Danny Green to Caldwell Pope. And the rebound comes down to Sacramento. Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield to Barnes. Has a look. Shot by Barnes, no good. LeBron into the front court. They're down 3. Rashawn Holmes pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
No, I missed a short one there. Across the timeline comes James. He'll run the offense. To Caldwell Pope. James. Great defense, forcing the miss. James to Danny Green. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
It's James controlling the offense. Nothing going here on that drive to Caldwell Pope.
Big pick right there.
Curling inside. James to Caldwell Pope. James. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Slam dunk. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
James to Davis. Rashawn Holmes tips it. Just beyond the arc for three. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Los Angeles, they have it. To Caldwell Pope.
Hey, watch the screen. Come on, yo.
James. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Wide open look, won't go.
The defense has to find a way to become mentally present in this ball game. Another open look, the offense is picking them apart.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Joseph with it. His team leads it by 10. From the painted area, won't go down. Anthony Davis rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
LeBron James. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And the Lakers with the rebound. To James. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
LeBron James at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 73%. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Joseph with it. Leads 4. To Hield. Dwight Howard sends it away. Kings get it back. Baseline drive. And count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lakers ball.
I got ball, I got ball. I got something for him. Match up, match up, match up.
Surveys the floor. LeBron James, defended by Holmes. The pass, stolen by Sacramento. To Hield. To Harrison Barnes. Turns and slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
LeBron with it up top. Margins 8. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Gets it in the right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. The pass taken away by the Kings. Has a chance. Hield shot won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
Nice finish at the rim.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Joseph with it. Up by 6. To Barnes. Oh, he had it. Davis to James. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Can't convert the free throw. It's the Kings now with the ball. Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Shot from in close, no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
Feels just like yesterday that Dwight spent one very contentious season with the Lakers back in the 12-13 season. He was thought to be the missing piece that would put them over the top. But they fell to Dallas in 4 in the first round of the playoffs, and then he was sent packing to Houston that offseason.
To Hield. Five seconds to shoot. Fires the 3, and the rebound taken in by Davis. James into the front court. Down 4. He throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Kings have the basketball. Bogdanovich up against the 8-time All-Star. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Anthony Davis missed his first. That one goes. Who compares to AD offensively?
We would be doing a disservice if we compared AD just to one player. He's an amalgamation. Think about Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, Marcus Camby. Throw them all into a blender, you get Anthony Davis.
Joseph with it. Looking to make something happen. Bagley. To Hield. The screen sets him up for two.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
James to Kyle Kuzma from long range. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hield, defended by Howard. And the rebound pulled down by Davis. It's Cook with the basketball. Down two. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Kuzma to James. No good. James to Davis. Going to launch beyond the arc. Misfires. It's no good. Kings with the ball. Anthony Davis sends it away. Out of bounds. Last touch by Corey Joseph. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Lakers come up with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Throws it up. James. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores. Stuffs it down with authority. That'll do it for the first quarter. We have a tie ball game. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. It's Sacramento ball. Screen coming. Passed it off. Won't go. Davis to Bradley. Davis to Bradley. Lets it fly from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good. They love this hustle. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Nemanja Bjelica has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip.
You gotta get up on that. Hands up, hands up, hands up. Here we go. I got ball. I got ball.
Here comes the screen. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To Bagley. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Bradley. For 3. Off the iron. No good. To Bagley. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Bradley to Caldwell Pope.
I told you to screen something.
Bradley. And the rebound pulled in by the Kings. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
To Caldwell Pope. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. Dwayne Dedmon snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Not done yet. Short jumper off the mark. Goes reverse to lay it in. Lakers at the controls right now. To Bradley. Here comes the screen. Bradley. To Davis. Good look that time, but off the mark. Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
And counted at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now a whistle, and it's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Anthony Davis! Huge block!
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Right.
Danny Green. The drive, right to the basket. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Harrison Barnes. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
LBJ with it. LeBron James. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Drive baseline, but the shot won't go. LeBron into the front court. Down a point to Bradley. Here comes the screen. Bradley. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
To Barnes. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Bogdanovic. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the 3-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Count the basket at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
James. Kings come up with it.
We're going to see a team take the lead here.
Knocked loose. And the slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Los Angeles, they have it. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Here comes the screen to Danny Green. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Joseph with it. Looking to make something happen to Harrison Barnes. Nothing going here on that drive. Barnes. Here comes the screen. And draws the foul.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Richaun Holmes at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 68%. Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed on a pair. JaVale McGee to Davis. Anthony Davis. He's 3 for 7.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Buddy Hield to Barnes. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Bradley to James. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic. Joseph with it. They trail by 2. 2 points for Buddy Hield.
You see, Ed, skill levels at this game are at an all-time high. Inside-out threats are tough. You got to make it hard for him to actually catch the ball in those higher percentage areas.
Davis not getting the bounce. Barnes. Lakers ball. Strong finish that time for Danny Green.
See, these are the type of opportunities the defense doesn't take advantage of. When that guy went up for that dunk, he cradled the ball to gain momentum. As soon as he brings that ball back to you in the cradle, you have to have active hands get in there, strip that ball away.
Shot won't go. To Bradley. To Danny Green. Davis over to the right side. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Chance here for LeBron. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Davis. And he's going to the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
first try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed them both. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Driving right to the basket. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
James to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. James to Danny Green. 4-3. Long Island zone. Danny Green with the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Hield. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Trying to cash in. Just not going down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Oh, they call the foul.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Harrison Barnes. Anthony Davis swats it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Barnes. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
And scores.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
He'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the first half. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Lakers have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Kings had kept it close after 1 half, and the offensive glass was their domain. They score plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Bench points.
The coaches are getting the kind of bench production that can make for some interesting rotations. Keep an eye on the substitution patterns in the second half.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis is doing everything he can on defense to get the win. He's blocking shots, he's getting steals, and he's setting the tone for his team.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Joseph with it. The margin standing now at 7. To Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. Harrison Barnes. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Davis to James. Bradley to Davis. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Joseph with it. The deficit now up to 5. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. That's a 5-second violation. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. James. Finish that.
When I hear these excuses after games, when coaches are at podium saying, it's hard for us to find our energy back, we couldn't find our aggression back, I wonder whose fault that is, Coach.
And he hits.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
LeBron James with the rock. To Bradley. Screen coming. Bradley sacrificing everything for the loose ball. Joseph with it. His guys now down by a point. Has a look. Add 2 points to the board.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. It's James. Cleans it up. They call a 3-second violation. To James. Missed a wide open look. Great pass to set it up. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. LBJ has it. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming, shooting 75% so far tonight. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Joseph with it. His guys now trailing by a point. To Hield. And the Lakers have the rebound. To Danny Green. Kicks it around the perimeter. The pass stolen by Sacramento. Wide open look, won't go. LeBron into the front court. His team up by 1. Can't get the bounce. Buddy Hield. And stuffs it home.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
JaVale McGee to Davis. Shot from the lane won't go. Bradley. And that's rebounded by the Kings. Joseph with it. Leads 1. To Barnes. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To James. Throws it down.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Sacramento ball. To Harrison Barnes. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Changes coming from both sides right now. Bradley to James. Bradley to Danny Green. James, the pass taken away by the Kings. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Avery Bradley. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Hield. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Bradley to James. Slams it down.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To Barnes. Baseline drive. JaVale McGee with the block. Kings recovered. LeBron James with a piece.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Joseph with it. His guys down 3. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Bradley. And the rebound taken in by Sacramento. The pass taken away by the Lakers. Couldn't keep it in. Off Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. It's the Kings now with the ball. To Harrison Barnes. Sizing up the defense. Barnes to Hield. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Oops, he missed the first one. He missed a pair of free throws. Joseph with it. They're down 3. Here comes the screen. Down low for Barnes. Cleans it up. Offensive board. LBJ. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Joseph with it. 5-point game. That is great vision to set it up. And the Lakers clear. Kuzma. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
Hey, check up, let's go.
Nice pass to set things up. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here comes the screen. To Kyle Kuzma. James. Has a chance. Not that time. To Hield. And he missed the free throw. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Dwight Howard pins it. Dwight Howard tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Kyle Kuzma That's off the side of the rim, short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Caldwell Pope to Howard. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
An easy two. Get back on defense.
Joseph with it. Down 5. Dwight Howard rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Corey Joseph. Couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 76% from the line. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. James to Bradley.
Right here.
James to Howard. Bradley. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
Kings have the basketball. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Ah, the monster stuff.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Joseph with it. The deficit is 6. Bagley to Barnes. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Great dish to set it up. Superman, Dwight Howard. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Missed it at the line. Cook to bring it into the front court. Up 6. Dwayne Dedmon sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
To Kyle Kuzma. Here comes the screen. Kuzma. Dwayne Dedmon sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Harrison Barnes at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. To James. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Bagley. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one goes down. He makes them both.
Good shot, good shot. Let's go, pick him up, pick him up.
James to Howard. From the outside, no good. It's Cook with the basketball. Up by 6. James, he still can't find his range from deep. It's no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
Bogdanovich, guarded by Cook. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Lakers have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they'll be looking to finish strong.
And when you play stingy defense on one end, the other end takes care of itself.
Los Angeles has the basketball. James. The pass taken away by the Kings.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Bagley. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Bagley. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Lakers come up with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Caldwell-Pope to James. Tough make through traffic.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nothing going here on that drive. Caldwell-Pope to James. And strokes it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Top of the key. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Won't go down. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
It's James controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Down for McGee. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Bagley. LeBron James snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
McGee powers it through.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Hield. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Here's a chance from long range. Buddy Hield. Born scorer from the Bahamas.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Caldwell Pope. Fires the 3. Off the mark. No good.
Defense, let's go.
To Hield. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. Trying to cash in. A shot by Hield, no good. Across the timeline comes James. His guy's up by 15. Baseline drive. And the finish at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Buddy Hield. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Can't connect from inside.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Kings with the ball. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Cook to bring it into the front court. The lead is 15. Count the bucket for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Easy path to the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Caldwell Pope. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Here comes the screen. Buddy Hield. Runner's good there. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James to Davis. The pass stolen by Sacramento. Cruises inside for two.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Had a chance, but it's no good. And the finish, slam dunk.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Caldwell Pope, beyond the arc for three. Kentavious Caldwell Pope is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 78% at the line. Knocks down the first. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Off the mark. Only makes 1 of 3. Joseph with it. The deficit now up to 12. To Hield. Another chance. Grabs the board. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Rises for the slam.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
It's James controlling the offense. Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Oh, lots of contact there. Still gets it to go.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
From long range, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
To Hield. Barnes to Hield. Down to 5 on the 24. Anthony Davis able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Joseph with it. Down a bundle to Harrison Barnes. Anthony Davis. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Joseph with it. His guys down big. Buddy Hield. To Barnes. Lakers have it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Davis to James. Runner here won't go down to James. Going to launch beyond the arc at long last. He missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it. Make him think about it a little bit more.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
James to Davis. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He missed it. LeBron James swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Barnes up against the 8-time All-Star. The jumper's off the mark. Anthony Davis up against Holmes. Deep three at the buzzer. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being too aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Kings didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Assists.
The Los Angeles Lakers played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
The chosen one seemed to think he could only score points with dunks in this game. Again and again, he kept throwing them down, and it was just astonishing.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
right.
Man,
I like that. Gotcha. Here we go. Come here.
Big squad.
You all right. Lock in, make the next one.
here we go. My ball.
Here we go. I got him.
Oh, nice down.
This cat trash. It's nothing.
Gotcha. Nice rebound.
I got help. I got your help.
I got you. You got him.
I got double.
Gotta take my time.
Stop the ball. That won't happen again.
Wait on it. Get down. Half court. Here come.
Gotcha. Here we go.
Tighten up.
Get on.
Oh, I got you.
Here we go, boys. My ball. Wait on it.
Ain't nothing coming down here.
Gotcha.
Don't play with him. Right there.
Get your hands back. Watch your hands. That's out on them.
My fault, fellas. Don't turn the ball over, man. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Yep.
I told you the screen was coming.
Wait on it.
Oh, yeah. Get your money, man.
Come on. Show me what you got. Man, that's how family supposed to be.
Make him pick it up. Make him pick it up. Oh, I'm going to turn my back on this. That's 3.
Uh-oh, lock-up time.
What's up? Box out, box out. I got shooter, I got shooter. Let's go. Pick him up, pick him up. I got ball. I got ball. I got ball. There it is. Oh, my God. What's going on here? Way to get that. Way to get it.
Oh, yeah, Block City, baby.
Got the steal. Oh, yeah, good rebound, baby.
You're on the island now.
Rebound.
Big pick right there.
Watch Cutter. Watch Cutter. Watch Cutter. Watch his back door. Watch his back door. Hand up. Hand up.
It's good.
Play of the game.